Dining Services, Ergonomics.
Maintaining proper body alignment is important when you are doing any kind of work.
Let's talk with some of the UCR Dining Services departments about their most common injuries, how they minimize those injuries, and their advice for others working in dining services.
So what does your area do for the university?
We order all the food and receive everything for the restaurants so that we can feed our students.
In the bakery, we provide desserts to the residential halls on campus, and we also give desserts to coffee shops on campus and other retail stores.
We provide delicious meals for our residents, staff, and anybody else that just comes to our campus and just wants to enjoy it. We have two platforms that they could use. We have a home-style meal, and we have an a la carte type of sizzle spot where you can get your burgers, chicken sandwiches, so on and so forth.
What are 3 tasks that people do that lead to injuries?
Improper lifting is one of the main concerns inside the kitchen.
Well, I think in the bakery we have very heavy bags. We have 50-pound bags of flour and cake mixes. So I think sometimes if you don't ask for help, if you don't use carts to push things, sometimes that can lead to injuries. Sometimes repetitive motions. We do a lot of whisking, making puddings and mousses, and I think sometimes that if you don't take a break or something like that, it could lead to an injury as well.
We do have a high volume of students that come and eat here on campus every single day. So a lot of our injuries are from repetitive motions. So that's lifting, reaching, even cutting items, which is repetitive motions. So those are the things that usually lead to a lot of our injuries, and we try to make sure that we prevent that as much as possible.
Lifting things that are too heavy or pushing things that are too heavy, not watching where we're walking, pay attention, I think is most important.
So speaking of injuries, how do you reduce strain and ergonomic injuries in your workplace?
Well, one thing that I know you can do is to take your time, focus and pay attention to what you're doing, and try to identify any kind of dangers that could be around before you start your task.
So a lot of what we focus on is making sure that when we're preparing the food and when we're preparing for the job at hand, that we have the right equipment for the right test, to making sure that there's no unnecessary reaching, lifting, or unnecessary work that needs to be happen. We focus a lot on pre-shift stretches and preventative stretches to make sure that we're ready to go for our shift, and also for stretches that they can do for their wellness outside of the work environment.
What's the best advice you could give individuals that do the same work you do?
The best advice I can give anybody that works in a kitchen or in the environment that I work in is do your work efficiently, do it with passion, but do it safely. There's a lot of hazards inside the kitchen, from heat to heavy items to sharp objects. These are things that you have to take into consideration of. You have to work efficiently, but you have to be safe while doing it.
Try not to lift anything too heavy. If you need help, ask for help and pay attention to your surroundings.
So there you have it. There are many things to be mindful of when working in dining services, but your body is the most important thing of all. Be sure to pay attention to your surroundings, work safely, and ask for help when you need it. If injured, contact your supervisor and seek medical care when necessary. Report all work-related injuries and illnesses. For more information, contact your University of California Ergonomics Safety Program.